1 hour for you. Sorry
It's all
about
right.
that.
It's all right. Continuation. This is part 2. Okay.
And
You ask.
also
Yeah.
now it is the time for pray, because you know we are our religion is Muslim people. So I won't go to mosque. What is the time you will what is the time? What is the time?
The time here is morning. I go to bed 3 o'clock because we have a time difference. In Australia, we are now midnight. What time is it now in your end? What time is it in your end?
In my time it is 5 p.m. It is 5 p.m. It is around 12. It is around 12 midnight, right?
Yes, it's a morning already.
Exactly.
But tomorrow is Saturday, so
Yes.
I'm a workaholic. I work a long hour. I was a real estate before. I've been in marketing for 36 years. You need to be patient. You need to be vigilant and calm and explain just like an elementary.
My
Oh
teacher,
my goodness,
my
people.
teacher in trading. My teacher in trading.
Okay.
Just
Did you pray?
just experience is around my age.
Did,
Experience is around my age.
did you pray to Allah for me? Did you?
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Mashallah. Okay. Now continue our conversation. This is part 2. Tell me.
Yeah, it is not.
What did you
Yeah, it is not.
understand our conversation in part 1?
Yes. What I'm was to tell you that's my people. What I was want to tell you that's my people. Before you want to deliver the gold, before you deliver any gram you or your before you deliver to Dubai any gram unless you receive the guarantee bank to bank, unless you receive even the guarantee whatever the payment will be, else even whatever the MT799 will be, else we will agree about MT799 me the verbiage, and we will agree about it. They will check with their bank me the verbiage, and also they will check with their bank and the quantity, and after that we will agree the contract, the discount and the quantity for 1 year, and all of the condition for 1 year, and all terms and conditions will be easy. Just the important thing, terms and conditions will be easy. Discount, just the important thing, and the payment method. It is the discount and the curate, and so if we agreed about this, what is the quantity? As my small experience, so if we agreed about this, we'll continue. As my small experience, after that we will continue.
That's a very good question. Are you finished now?
Yes.
Okay. Go back to your buyer, as I've said on our first conversation. You asked your buyer, I found Wilhelmina. Yes. Wilhelmina is a seller's mandate. Wilhelmina is responsible marketing on my seller's production. Now, gold, as I've said to you many times, gold has many uses. Either the gold can make into spare parts in mobile phone, or on laptop, or medical uses, or industrial, making gold coins, jewelry, and gold bullion. So now you need to ask your buyer, because your buyer, he doesn't know what he's doing. He just only to want to buy and then resell it and get the profit. You wouldn't get the profit if you don't know what you are buying, because as I've said to you in our part 1 conversation, the previous conversation, that gold will shrink. Gold has a chemical element. That's what you said to me in the beginning on our first conversation, that when you buy gold in Ghana, turn to fake. Yes, it's true. Because that when the gold out from the land, there's a lot of elements that we cannot see that from our 2 eyes. So it needs to have an initial assay and final assay.
Yes.
In order for your buyer to make into different uses.
Yes.
You got my point?
Yes.
So now you understand now. Before you didn't understand.
Yeah, I get, but
the
challenge is too much.
Didn't get gold, isn't it?
I get one seller who is genuine. I get, but the problem that is the challenge my buyer from USA, his bank, I get one seller who is genuine, Canada. But the problem that is so my buyer the Hong Kong USA, bank not accept his Dominion bank is Dominion bank from Canada. Also, you see, there is so the Hong Kong bank not accept the Dominion bank. So that is this is also there is to not the successful the contract.
Okay, this is a very simple scenario. You have to go back to your buyer, any buyer that you are talking, and you have to show our conversation to your buyer. I already given you our conversation on YouTube part 1, and this is part 2. This is educational so that the buyer understand that you were talking to Wilhelmina. So the buyer will say, ah, I found the right seller. Ah, Wilhelmina based in Australia. Ah, Wilhelmina was telling the truth. So now, the video that I have given you in your Skype, video part 1, you show it to your buyer. Then this video part 2, you show it to your buyer that you were talking to Wilhelmina. Now, I'm going to summarize again. Hi? Number 1, I explained to you already. You need to ask your buyer to send you a letter of intention to purchase on his company letterhead. There is no sanitizing. I don't like sanitizing. I don't like it. Must be on buyer's company letterhead. Why? I am going to validate your buyer. I am going to contact your buyer. Thank you, Mr. Buyer. I received your letter of intention from Akram. Then we will send a formal letter of acknowledgement. Then we will send him a contract that we will invite the buyer to come to our office to see what
sister,
he is
if you
buying.
allow me to
He
discuss
would
with you.
not bring his money because we don't need his money.
If
We have
the
no-
second buyer, not my sister, if you allow me
or
to
the third buyer are
discuss
dealing
with
with
you.
them.
If they accept everything, but they don't send anyone to
the second buyer,
Mali
not
or Guinea or
my
Sierra Leone.
manager,
They want
the
just
second
to
buyer
tell
or the third
to
buyer
deal
are dealing with them.
bank
If
to
they
bank.
accept
What
everything,
is but they don't send anyone to Mali or Guinea or
your
Sierra Leone.
company,
They want just
your
to
sellers,
tell,
I mean,
to deal
need it
bank
to
bank.
deliver the good
because they not
what's the guarantee
this idea
your bank
to send
your
one
company,
to Mali and
your
to transfer
sellers,
some
I mean,
money or
need
to
it
test.
to
They need
deliver the
everything
good
because they not
but before
this
you
idea
deliver seller
to
before,
send one
the seller
to
deliver
Mali
the
and to
good
transfer
to
some
Dubai,
money or
he have
to
the
test.
right to guarantee
They need
himself.
everything
Because
C.I.F.
he
Dubai,
he
but
need any
before
guarantee.
you deliver
Seller
so
before the seller deliver the
yeah.
good to
So
Dubai,
in this
he have
please
the
let us
right to
focus on
guarantee
this.
himself because he need any guarantee.
Of course, of
So
course.
the quantity
Yeah. So
and
in
the
this
kirat what is
please let
available
us
and the
focus
discount
on
you told
this.
me 10. Maybe you will also I will get
quantity-
small gift from
the
you, no problem. Maybe and the kirat
and
what is
we
available
dealing
and the discount you told me 10. Thank you. Maybe
Thank
you
you.
will also I will
bank,
get
it
small
will be
gift
bank to
from
bank.
you, no problem.
Your bank
Maybe
at first
We will talk
and
will
about
be
it.
dealing
received
bank-
after
We'll
sign
talk
the
about it.
contract, after
Thank you.
letter of intent
Thank you.
and full
And
corporate
bank,
over
it will be
all
bank to
of
bank.
this procedure.
Your bank
Sign the
at
contract,
first finally
will be
the
received
contract will
after
be
sign the
go to the
contract,
bank
after
officer
letter
and
of
the bank
intent
officer
and
full
they will
corporate
contact
over
each
all
each
of
other
this
between
procedure.
them. Sign the
Because
contract.
finally
The bank officer will
will
ask
be
about
go
proof
to
of
the bank
fund
officer and to
or
the bank
BCL
officer
because
they
no
will
buyer
contact
will give him
each
by
other
hand or
between
by
them
email to another
because
one.
it's bank to bank.
The bank
also
officer will
seller
ask about
not
proof
give his
of fund
SKR or his
or BCL because
past
no buyer
performance or
will give him
some,
by hand
but
or by
some
email to
of
another one.
sellers send it to me.
Past
And also the
performance,
seller not give his
SKR,
SKR or his
KYC,
past performance or some
the history
but
of their
some
company,
of
the
sellers send it
permits,
to me
past
past
performance,
license or something like
SKR,
that. So it will be bank to bank
KYC,
and the deal will
the
close
history of
bank to
their
bank.
company,
It is,
the contract will
permits,
be for 1 year.
license
So what's
or
your
something
opinion
like
about
that.
that? So
It will be bank to bank and the deal will close bank to bank. It is the contract will be for 1 year. So what's your opinion about that?
My opinion
I
is
just
my opinion is not really workable. Okay, I will educate you again. Okay, I will put you to Guinea. Guinea is a very big company. They have 100 workers and they have 7 concessions. They've been in gold business for 30 years and we are selling very smoothly. We don't have any problem. We just recently, 2 days ago, 2 buyers from Europe, he traveled and he stayed there for 7 days. One buyer picked up 40 kilos paid cash bank to bank. Another one is 30 kilos paid cash bank to bank. Now, I do understand that the buyers are hesitant because Africa has been tarnished. That is fair. There are so many scrupulous, so many scammer, as you said. I would not use scammer because the word scammer is a lie, deceive, manipulation. The new words is scam, but the old version is really lied. I'll give you a little bit of background. Jesus Christ have 12 disciples. 12 disciples. One is Judas. Judas, he betrayed his master. He scammed his master, which is Jesus Christ. He sold it to 17 sterling. Then Thomas, another disciple, was a doubtful that Jesus Christ was resurrected. And then Jesus Christ appeared to Thomas. Thomas, Thomas, blessed are those people who have not seen me. They believe on me. Now I'm going to put that into this business. Gold is just like God. When the African dig gold in the morning, they pray, they worship, because gold is coming from heaven. It was given by Allah, given by our God. No matter which God are you, we are the same. Believe in Allah, right? So they pray, and this gold, this company have 100 workers. Now you, as a foreigner like me, thinking that you can get gold for SBLC, MT99, it wouldn't work. On the first trial, it really wouldn't work. Why? You need to build your trust with us. You need to build, in order for my seller to trust you on the second shipment, then we can discuss maybe a standard letter of credit. But on the beginning, it is very impossible. Why? There is a value added tax on the gold, but you are not paying the tax. The seller does. So what we have done, okay, very simple. When you sign a contract, it is stated on the contract that the discount is 10%, okay, tax inclusive. You don't need to pay tax. The seller is responsible paying his government. Those seller asking you guys before pay taxes, etc., etc., that seller have no financial cash. He has the gold, but they're running out of cash. So they're gonna ask you, okay, you pay for the tax. But my seller would not ask you to pay taxes. Here's the gold, you taste the gold, then you pay. That is very simple. So on the first trial, it's really very crucial. That is the reason why we invite the buyer, we send the buyer a cable visa in order to meet the owner in the office. You meet the board of directors in the office. Then you inspect the gold. You bring your analyzed gold taster. After the assay at the local refinery, you double check. Now, your question in the beginning on our conversation part 1, you said, what is the guarantee? Now, the guarantee is very simple. It's a very good question. You buy your metal box. On the 20 kilos, for example, or 30 kilos, you taste the gold. You pay $50 per kilo. Now, you multiply that $50, 50 times 30, for example, 30. That is $1,500. You have to pay that to the local refinery because you are using their services. Right. But you know, $1,100, $1,500, you will deduct it from your total payment. I will discuss this with my seller in Bamako, in Guinea, that whatever your expenses on 1,500, we will deduct it. Or if you have a gold taster, you taste it, because my seller have also a gold taster. You double check, then you put the gold into the metal box. You sell it, right? Because the gold is not being paid, it doesn't belong to you. When you transfer the payment, you show the contract to your bank manager, because that gold must be cleared so that you will not be accused as a gold laundering. Right. So there is really an export documentation in the name of the buyer. So you need to educate your buyer. Our conversation, you show it to the buyer, and I'm going to put this on YouTube. Everybody will understand. Everybody see that you meet Wilhelmina. You see Wilhelmina
I will
live,
discuss, and
I will explain to you.
tomorrow and
Does
after
that make
tomorrow, I
sense?
know
Any
it's weekend,
question?
you not work, or okay, I will discuss, and tomorrow and after tomorrow, I know it's weekend, you not work, or inshallah
I'm
by
working
that
on
place,
weekend. Now we are
by God place,
closing
I will
on the
contact you
24.
tomorrow. Okay.
We are closing on December 24. But however,
Inshallah by that place,
yeah,
by God place, I will contact you tomorrow.
it's alright. You contact me even though it's a holiday. I'm still working because I am an extension. I am 24.
Okay.
I am 7 for 7-Eleven. Right. Our production closed on December 24. Now we are now end of 2017. I know everybody's busy because it's Christmas. I will accept any reservation
But
for January.
yes,
You can
my dear
travel on
sister,
January.
as I understand from
At
your
least
conversation and
we
what you
make a
explain, and thank you
reservation
for your time and
because we have our
for this nice
yeah.
conversation with you.
Yes.
Because My dear sir,
all the people
as I
bigger than
understand
me,
from your conversation,
I consider
and what you
them as
explained,
my
thank you
teacher
for your
in,
time
in,
and
in business.
for
All
this
the
nice
business
conversation
kind
with
you,
you, because
kind of business.
all the
You
people
and my friend who
bigger than
teach
me,
me the whole business
I
and
consider
everyone,
them
and also
as
you.
my teacher in,
So thank you
in
for
business.
all the business
Any information
kind,
you give it to me.
kind of business. You and my friend who
My
teach me
buyer
the whole
focus
business
on
and everyone, and also
he
you.
is not ready
So
to
thank
pay
you for
in Guinea or Sierra
any
Leone or
information
Mali.
you give it to me.
My
Because
buyer,
he
my
applied
buyer
from
focus
this
on,
things, you know.
he
He
is
need
not
to
ready
secure
to
himself
pay
and
in
to
Guinea
secure
or
the
Sierra
sellers
Leone or
himself
Mali.
also. You know,
Even
because
if
he
the
applied from
documentation
this
not in his
things,
name,
you know,
it will be in your
he
seller
need
name.
secure
No problem,
himself
doesn't
and
matter.
to secure the
It
sellers
will be
himself
changed
also.
in Dubai.
You know, ownership and
Even
everything
if
will be
the
changed.
documentation
Right
not
now,
in
at
his
this
name,
moment,
it
I
will be
talk
in your
with you.
seller name. No
I have
problem,
the
doesn't
seller.
matter.
He bring
It will be
to Dubai
changed in Dubai.
C.I.F.
The ownership
100%.
and everything will
And
be
I
changed.
have the documentation.
Right now, at this
But it
moment,
is
I talk
for
with you.
business secret.
I have
can
the
send you,
seller. He
but it is
bring
our business secret.
to Dubai
Yes,
C.I.F.
the seller
100%.
himself from
And I
Uganda,
have the
you know, sister,
documentation.
and
And
he is
for business
right now.
secret. Right now,
I can
I
send you,
joined him.
It's
but
okay.
it is our business
It's
I
okay.
arranged
It's
with
okay.
him
Yeah.
from 2 weeks ago.
The seller
When he
himself
fly
from
Uganda.
I send you his fees
I
if
know.
you
And
like. I will
he is
send you the visa
right now.
or
Right
your
now,
WhatsApp
I joined
just
him.
to check it.
I arranged
His
with him
visa and his
from
flight.
2 weeks ago.
So
When he
he
fly
travel,
50
I send
kg,
you his visa
and he
if you know.
accepts
I will
us
send you the visa
C.I.F. Dubai
or
after
your
refinery
WhatsApp just to check it.
to build that trust as
His
you
visa
say.
and his flight.
After that, we will travel to
So
Uganda.
he
We will share
travel
with him
50
the
kg
taxes and the
and he
custom
accept to sell us
because
he not
C.I.F.
have Dubai
financial
after
outside
outside
report.
report. So we will share
To
with him.
build that trust
You
as
see,
you say.
we'll pay
After that,
with
we will
him
travel
50
to Uganda. We will
the
share with him
expenses for
the taxes and the custom.
something like that.
Because you not have
He is in
financial
Dubai right
outside
now,
Africa.
but yesterday
So we will share with him.
not have the
You see?
time in refinery
We'll pay
to do it.
with
So
him 50-50.
inshallah, the
Tomorrow,
expenses
you
for
know,
the
Saturday
tax,
and Sunday,
custom,
Dubai, it
something
is
like
work.
that.
So tomorrow,
He is in
open
Dubai
the
right
refinery,
now,
and
but
we will
yesterday
do it and finish.
not have the
This
time in
50
refinery
kg.
to
And the
do it.
price,
So
inshallah,
33,000
tomorrow,
per
you know,
kg.
Saturday and Sunday, Dubai, it is work.
Mhm.
So tomorrow, we'll open
22
the refinery and we
22
will
karat. It is
do
meaning
it and finish this 50 kg.
It is meaning the
And the
discount
price
with you 33,000 per kg.
around
Where he's desperate.
11, around 11.
Your
Or
22
12.
karat.
Around
22
12.
karat.
If we
It is
calculate
meaning
on air, around that.
that's about.
It's meaning the discount around 11.
I have
around
the
11
program
Yeah.
or 12.
I have the
Okay.
program
Around the 12. If we calculate on air, around that.
Hang on just a moment. Okay, just a moment.
37,500.
I'm gonna have a look on
Yeah.
the world market. I will educate you for a while. Okay.
I have the
Just,
program.
just a
Around
moment. Just
I
a
have the
moment.
program also.
I'm gonna have a
300.
look because
37 some
no, hang on, just a moment.
37,500.
Just a moment.
yes.
The gold price. Okay.
Around
The
37.
gold price is down
300.
at the moment.
Sorry.
It is I'll scroll down.
36.
Just bear with me. Don't rush. You
Not
always rushing
the
people.
24. Not the
That's why
24
you made a
karat.
mistake.
The 20.
You made a
Sorry.
mistake. Now the world market price today is $40. $40 per gram. 40.30.
Not the 24.
Now,
Not the 24
now,
karat.
just a moment. Yeah.
The 20.
You wait. You have. If you are on my. If I am the professor and I'm talking and then you barge and I'm going to give you F, you're failed. You have to listen. Okay, because I'm going to explain to you. So the $40, 40,102.97. You said 11, less 11% your salary, right? Less 11%. Assuming. Okay, then minus 40,123.97. So therefore, the selling price is 35,710. Right. Our price, tax inclusive. Now, your seller from Uganda, he came to Dubai. He is desperate to sell. My seller is not desperate because we have an existing buyer. We are not desperate. We mine the gold because my seller have 7 concession. He's not desperate. He will travel with you. You're gonna make a commitment. The seller will travel together in Dubai. Then you pay the balance. That is fair. Now, in Dubai, there's also scrupulous. There's also good and bad.
Exactly.
In Africa, there's also good and bad. In Australia, we have also good and bad people. Around the world, everywhere. American, Singapore, Chinese, Philippines, India, Dubai, they are all the same.
Exactly.
As I've said to you in the beginning of our conversation on video part 1, there are two kinds of people. Wilhelmina can be good, Wilhelmina can be bad. I am always in the middle. So I am a good listener. I am educating you so that you will explain it to your buyer. Does that make sense? In the beginning, I doubt if we could do what your buyer is asking. In the beginning, it's really very crucial. According to my seller, well, Amina, we are not hungry. We've been in gold business for 30 years. If buyers cannot afford, so be it. Thank you very much. Gold is gold and gold will never fade. Gold is always there. The world needs gold. So, a trader is hungry to buy supply. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of education. You as the broker is hungry to service your buyer. Your buyer is hungry to buy my seller's product. Of course, my seller is also hungry to sell. Wilhelmina and you is hungry to service both buyers and seller. I am a marketing consultant and official mandate can reject any buyer. And when I reject it, my seller will listen to me because I don't like my seller will lose gold. Because most of the African as well lost gold and the buyer
Yes, I
also lost
understand very
money.
well.
So both
I will
party
I will speak with
have a
my
bad
people
experience.
and
Does
come
that
back
make
to you, but
sense?
I know their mind, I know how they
So
thinking
what do you
and
think of
their
our
method. So
conversation
I
today?
want
This is video part 2.
to decrease
Did you
the
learn
time
what
and
I
the
have
tired for you, and I am
explained to you?
honest with you and with everyone I work with it.
Yes, I understand very
So
well.
that's the reason I told
I will
I want to
I will
speak with my people
bank
and
to
come
bank.
back
It
to
is
you,
will be
but
C.I.F.
I
Dubai,
know
but
their mind, I know
your seller
how
have
they
the right
thinking
to receive
and their
any
method.
guarantee
So I want
if he have financier
to
outside
decrease
Africa
the
for his
time and
bank
the
through
tired for you,
any
and I am
payment method.
honest with you and
We
with
will agree
everyone I
about
work
the
with it.
payment method.
So
And
that's the reason
they
I
will
told
send
I
LOI
want
and
to deal in
FCO.
bank
After
to
that, we
bank.
will
This
send.
will be C.I.F. Dubai, but your seller have the right
Yes.
to receive any guarantee if he have
Yes.
financier outside Africa for his bank through any payment method.
How
We will
much?
agree about the payment method, and they will send LOI and FCO.
Okay,
After that, you will send.
I will expand about CIF. On the 20
Yes,
kilos, we will give you
yes,
50% CIF.
sister,
50%.
if you want, if
50%.
how much, if you want to
50%
build
CIF.
build
Meaning to say on
long
20 kilos,
long
you pay
time
the 10,
relationship.
10 kilos
Me
and the
personally,
10
to be honest
kilos
with you,
we
me
will
personally, I
ship
can
it to
flight
Dubai
when you
together
invite
with
me,
you
your
as
people,
CIF.
and
That
flight
is
with
called
your people
CIF.
of Guinea or
50-50.
Sierra Leone or
Sister.
Mali, and come
If
back
you
with
want,
them to Dubai.
if you want,
This will be 100% CIF. And
Long
right now, to be
time
honest with you, right now at this
relationship.
moment,
Me
I have
personally, to
invitation
be
to
honest with
Sierra
you,
Leone.
me
My
personally,
visa
I
will be
can
finished
fly when you
21
invite me, your
December.
people,
And
I'm
flight
just
with your
talking.
people,
I'm just
Guinea
talking. So
or Sierra
I will say,
Leone
please,
or
let us with me.
Mali,
You are
and
with
come
me
back
now.
with them to Dubai.
Just this moment.
This will be 100%
This is my visa.
CIF.
Look,
And
look to
right
your
now, to
WhatsApp,
be honest
sister.
with you, right now at
Where
this
is it?
moment,
Where is it?
I have
At this
invitation to Sierra Leone. My visa will be finished 21 December.
Go for it.
I'm just talking. So I will say, please,
Yeah,
let
just
us
to
with
show
me.
you
You are with me now.
my
Just
visa, my
just
visa,
this
my visa.
moment.
Sorry,
This is my visa. Look to your
Do
WhatsApp,
you know,
sister.
Yeah.
sister?
I'm
Where
dealing
is it?
with
Go
two
on
sellers
At this moment.
on WhatsApp. Okay.
and
People
they
using WhatsApp are
accept one of
fictitious,
them
my love.
accept
I
3
don't
kg
deal
and the
with
second
WhatsApp.
one meet me in Ghana personally.
Yeah, just to
Where
show
is
you
sister?
Walamina,
My
where is
visa, my
your
visa, my
phone
visa.
number?
This is
Walamina.
Do you
This
know,
is Walamina
sister?
for.
I'm dealing with two
Now you
sellers,
Yeah.
I send it.
and they accept one of
He
them
accept.
accept
He
3
accept to
kg and the
supply
second one
me
meet me in
100%
Ghana personally. C.I.F. Dubai after
Where is
refinery
sister?
SI report
Walamina, where
because
is your
he's
phone number? Walamina. This is Walamina
yes,
for.
I send it.
Now
Okay.
you receive.
Okay.
I send it.
So
Yeah.
he accept to supply me
Full name
100%
Akram.
C.I.F. Dubai after
Sorry,
refinery
this is
SI
my.
report
Just a moment.
because
Just a moment.
he's
I'm looking on your WhatsApp. Just a moment.
yes, sorry.
Okay.
Yes,
Just a moment.
I send it.
You're very rough. Mhm. Okay. Permission enter to Sierra Leone. Okay. That's good.
Full name
Yeah, your name.
Akram. Sorry,
You're
this is my
hang on.
yeah.
You have to wait for me to finish. If you are on my
Yes,
class, if I'm the professor and then you took on top of me, you
yes,
fail. I'm very
Mhm.
strict. The reason why I'm very strict so that you will learn. Okay. Yeah. December 21 is your departure. Is that correct? Valid until December 21. 1-year visa.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If your seller offer you 100%, go for it. Because my seller would not accept it and he will laugh at you. Because according to my seller, well, Amina, we are not starving. Buyer come to us in the office, they're crying for supply. But those people asking for C.I.F, they're also crying for supply. So I cannot help it. Because our conversation, I will send it to my seller, he will listen. He will listen to our conversation. And my seller will come back the feedback. Let Akram go to Sierra Leone to get the gold. Because our price is really premium. Our gold is 23 carats, 96.6 purity. Right. So, I don't know. So, whatever you have been offered in Ghana, God bless you. I will bless you because gold is gold and gold will never fade. Alright, my seller is really very strict. Very, very strict. My seller is a Muslim as well, like you do. Yeah, he's a Muslim, but he said to me, we are not in business to give a stranger for nothing. He come, he pay. Those sellers are really hungry that they are desperate to travel, go for it. Because look at this Sierra Leone seller. He sent 25 kilos to Europe. And exactly the same as what you're telling. He was being promised. What happened? He lost 25 kilos. Another seller from Guinea. He was dealing with diamond. My seller's friend, right? And the diamond worth $5 million. He was dealing with the Arab. My seller's friend. And when he arrived in Dubai, he was being robbed. Now the seller from Guinea cannot even return to Guinea. The president of Guinea is trying to help the seller. Because that 5 million doesn't belong to him, belong to the community. Now, my seller in Mali, in Guinea, his gold belonged to his family. They own 7 concessions. So, there are so many scrupulous. I understand what you're saying. Your seller, your buyer, is also desperate to get the gold. But my seller would not give his gold. He wouldn't. Unless you prove that you are really buying. My seller want to see you. He wanted to see you if you want a long term. We are not here in short term. We are here in a long term. Because my seller's mind is really fertile. When you saw the pictures that I have on my Facebook, you will see how fertile is Guinea. Guinea is untouchable. Guinea is not saturated. Mali is not saturated. Mali is the 3rd largest, and Guinea is land of plenty. Land of plenty. Ghana, don't come to Ghana, is notorious. If the Ghana seller will bring the gold to Dubai, God bless him. Thank you very much. Go for it. Because I couldn't teach my seller to do it because the seller owned the gold. I am only a servant of the day. Whatever the instructions of my seller, I have to follow. But I have also something to say. That is why I introduced this video conference so that my seller can hear what we are discussing, and then my seller will give me the feedback. If my seller say, okay, well, Amina, we will proceed. And if my seller said, no, we are not interested, then I cannot do anything. Yes. You are the servant of the day. You are working for your buyer. I work for my seller. I am not a broker. I am not a broker chasing buyer. Buyer come to me. You did come to me. Did I chase you? No. You come to me via WhatsApp. That's why I told you I don't deal people with WhatsApp. I want to see. Now I see now. Now you build your credibility to Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina is very tough. Wilhelmina is very strict and very arrogant. I done it
I think it is
so
the business, as you mentioned. My opinion that it is not according to the condition of the buyer. It means not not
Even
everything,
bread is very
not
expensive.
everything the
Yeah.
buyer wants, he will get it
So
at
what do you
all.
think of that?
So
What do
that
you
then
think?
he will negotiation, discuss,
Mhm.
discuss, and
Okay, I
also the
think it
seller,
is
also the seller,
business,
not
as
not
you
on
mentioned.
his
My
not
opinion,
the people
that's
belong
it
him
is not
or follow him
according to
as
the
his
condition of the
what he
buyer.
states.
That's right.
People will say
Not
yes.
everything,
Problem.
not everything
So
the buyer wants, you will
my
get it
mission
at
and
all.
my
Yeah.
job and
So
your job,
that
because
he will
we as
negotiation,
middle
discuss,
people,
discuss,
and
and
you
also
as
the seller,
mandate for
also
seller
the
and
seller,
mandate for
not
buyer,
on
the
on
working with
his
other people.
not the
So we
people
want
belong him
to
or
close
follow him
the
as his condition, what
the
he
theories
states.
Mm.
between
People
them
will say yes
Mm.
to accept.
So
But my people,
my
the
mission
problem
and
that
my
is,
job
or
and
not
your
the problem,
problem,
their opinion
because
that
we
is,
as
they
middle
afraid
people,
to send
and you
someone
as
and
mandate
transfer
for
money
seller and
because they
mandate
will
for buyer, the
thinking not
working
get
with other
any
people.
Mhm.
So we want
any gold
to
or
close
something like that because they not dealing
the theories
they will
between
not deal
them
with
to,
your
to
people before.
accept.
So that then
But
I
my
told
people,
you the
so to
problem
build the
that
trust,
is, or
they
not the
like
problem,
to
their
dealing
opinion
bank to
that
bank.
is,
So I am
they
honest with
afraid
you
to
to decrease
send
the time for you
someone
and the
and
time for
transfer
you.
money
They want to
because they
dealing
will
bank to bank,
thinking
from bank
not
to
get
bank,
any,
and your people will
any
secure
gold or
himself
something
because
I
like
will
that
be
because
there.
they not
all the
Yeah.
documentation,
they will
all
not
the
deal
gold
with your
in his
people
name
before. So
till
that
he
the
reach
reason I
Dubai,
told
till
you.
he inside
So
the
to build the
refinery.
trust,
They
and the
like
refinery
to
the
dealing
bank
bank to bank. So
these
I
two
am
sides
I'm
will be
honest
the
with you
judge
to decrease
between
the
the seller
time
and
for
the
you and
buyer
the time
because
for you.
the
They want
refinery
to
not
dealing
give
bank to bank,
any
through bank
gram
to bank, unless the
and
bank receive
your
the
people
money
will secure himself
to your
because
account,
everything,
to your seller
all the
account,
documentation,
and after that
all the
your
gold in
seller
his
will
name
change the
till he reach
ownership
Dubai, till he
certificate.
inside the
So
refinery,
that's what
and
I
the
thought
refinery,
about it.
the bank, these two sides will be the judge between the seller and the buyer because the refinery not give any gram.
I'm not sure to be
unless the
honest
bank
with you, but
receive
I
the
think
money
Kaloti or
to
Emirat
your
refinery.
account, to your
I think
seller
that.
account, and
I
after
will
that
find out.
your seller will change the ownership certificate.
Well,
So that's what I look
which
for about it.
refinery in Dubai that your buyer is dealing with? What's the name
Yeah.
of the refinery?
I'm not sure to be honest with you, but I think Kaloti or Emirat refinery.
Okay.
I think that
My seller,
I will find out.
okay, my seller deliver gold to Emirates. So if your buyer are scared, right? He will come to the office
Yeah.
and we will show the document that we deliver gold in Emirates and Kalote. But the reason why your buyer, maybe he was been burned out before. He lost money. My seller, he delivered gold in Dubai very clearly, very safe. But as I've said, in every seller have a different methods. And we have very unique methods. Here's the gold. Let us test the gold. We will come to you together in Dubai. We know Emirates because we sold gold in Emirates. The gold has been refined in Emirates, but you need to educate your buyer, Akram. You need to tell the buyer, let us put that in writing. On the buyer's refinery, again I will summarize from the video part 1. That's now we are now on video part 2, conversation. You show this to your buyer that the seller in Guinea, he delivered gold in
Yes,
Emirates,
but
but he will
you
not
mean
give
no money will pay
the proof because
at
every
Mali or
buyer
Guinea or Sierra
has to
till
be
the gold
protected.
reach
It's
Dubai. That's
confidential.
what you mean? If it
Right.
is
We don't
if it
ask
is like
him
that,
money. The
yeah.
payment must be bank to bank. And the contract has to be showed to his bank manager because of money laundering. Right.
Yes, but you mean
I'm
no
listening.
money will pay at Mali or Guinea or Sierra till the gold reach Dubai. That's what you mean?
No,
No. If it is
no, you are not.
if it is like that,
No, you are.
yeah.
I'm.
Oh my
You.
God. Oh,
As
I'm
I've said
thinking
to you,
that.
you
Oh
went to
my God. No.
university, but you
I'm not
didn't pay
accepting from my
attention.
sister that.
You are an engineer. You didn't pay attention. My simple conversation.
No, I
Goodness,
listen.
my
I'm listening.
goodness.
I'm
You
with
are
you.
very dumb. You know what is dumb in Australia?
No.
Uh,
What?
Stupid. Dumb.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm thinking that. Oh my God. No. I'm not accepting from my
All
sister
right,
that.
because
Oh my God.
because you're not paying attention. You're not. You're really not.
No, I listen 100%. I am with you.
But I speak very plain, simple English, and you went to university. Still, you don't get my conversation. That's why in Australia we call that you're dumb.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! So now, going back again, I will. Oh my goodness, Akram, you go back to your buyer. Show this video. Very simple. The payment must be bank to bank. Okay, bank to bank. Again, the contract has to be signed between the buyer and the seller. You get out and I get out. I just prepare the contract. The seller and the buyer sign a contract, and we will ask the buyer his business license, his refinery account, his importation license, and we'll also provide the buyer mining license of the seller and export license of the seller, and as a report, everything, so that at the end of the day, when the gold arrived in Dubai, there would be no discrepancy. Now, we sold gold in Dubai. 2 months ago, we delivered 188 kilos at Emirates. 2 days ago, we have the buyer from Europe pick up 70 kilos.
Because
So
someone called me on
the
WhatsApp,
problem is you and
now
your
you see?
buyer have a problem. Yes?
Yeah.
You and your
What's
buyer, because you wanted to
you
have
said
a
because
short
someone called me
journey.
on Skype.
You got me?
I thought I will call you back. So
the
you
black-
said I get
you,
contract,
you
sign the
shorten
contract.
the journey. What happened to your
Please, sorry
camera?
about that. Just a minute, sister. But because someone called me on WhatsApp, now you see me?
Hey, I can see you now. Now your buyer,
Yeah.
your buyer and you.
What's it?
Yeah.
You said please, because someone called me on Skype. I thought I will call you back. So you said I get
Hang on, just a moment.
contract, sign the contract.
Okay, I will repeat again.
Please,
Hang on. The buyer and the seller will sign a contract, right? When you let me finish. When your buyer send a letter of intention to you, because you're a buyer's mandate, right? So the letter of intention only on the buyer company letterhead, so that we will validate the buyer. I will call the buyer. Oh, Mr. Buyer, thank you very much. I received your letter of intention from Akram. So I will call him and I will ask him a few questions, just like when we apply for a job. When you apply for a job, if you answer the question, you will hired. Right. So after that, we will send the buyer letter of acknowledgement and the contract. It's up to him to review the contract. It's up to the buyer to amend the contract. So he has to send a letter. He has to reply to my seller and CC me and you. It's up to you. So between the buyers and the seller, because the contract cannot be floated around from broker to broker. Why? The banking details of my seller is
logical,
100%,
sister.
And
you are
I
professional.
have to protect my seller.
I agree. Yeah, exactly.
And you are the buyer's mandate. You have to protect your buyer as well. Right. So my seller's information must be private and confidential. That is the reason why brokers doesn't like Wilhelmina, because they are sanitizing, they are cutting and paste. That's not the way to do business in Australia. No.
Logical, 100%, sister.
Yes.
You are professional.
That's right.
I agree.
I am on real estate. I used to be in real estate. We are very careful, because if the buyer failed,
after signing the contract, it will be go to the bank officer, as you said, CC to me, CC to you, and the seller buyer. After that, they will go to the bank officer,
do all
right?
the paperwork properly, and you. And if your buyer failed, how the buyer pay you?
Yeah.
You got my point now?
Yes.
Perfect. Then you pass the criteria. You go back to your buyer.
So after signing the contract, it will be go to the bank officer, as you said, CC to me, CC to you, and the seller buyer. After that, they will go to the bank officer.
No.
Right?
No. When the buyer and the seller sign a contract between buyers and the seller, the bank manager has nothing to do. The buyer only show the contract to his manager that he is going to transfer the payment to his buying valued goods. Because the buyers are, the bank managers are, why are you transferring the money to Africa? He has to tell the bank manager that he is buying valued goods. My seller has been in business for 30 years. He is not he's not a child. He's in business. My seller is have $1 million in his bank, but he would not give his gold. He's not hungry. Only those sellers are hungry he will gamble. What happened? If he gonna shorten the journey, then there's a lot of scrupulous in Dubai. I'm telling you, I was in Dubai, huh? When from Brisbane to Dubai, I stopped over going to Ghana. There were 8 people waiting for me to see me on the lobby in the hotel. Okay? I interviewed them. Exactly the same as what you have said. Bring the gold to Dubai, I will pay C.I.F cash. I said, oh really? And I give him an example. Okay, I'm going to go to downtown jewelry. I'm gonna ask the manager, okay, I like the jewelry. Send it to Australia, I will pay you when the jewelry arrived. And you know what he said? No. Then you're talking. Because gold will not come to him. And he cannot even afford to pay the coffee and the cake and charge to my hotel. Can you imagine that? There's so many scrupulous in Dubai. Don't believe in Dubai people. I will believe if that buyer can show me his banking details. I would believe if the buyer can show his business license, an importation license, and refinery account. I would believe that buyer is real. But if the buyer cannot provide
Yes, don't
any such
letter of intent or
documentation,
letter of intention.
we will not believe because I'm the one who will screen
Yeah,
the buyer.
letter of intent.
My seller, I have my seller's document, but I would never release that to anybody unless I receive the letter of intention called LOI, letter of intent.
Yes.
But most of the broker, they don't understand what is LOI. They're idiots.
Yes, don't understand. Letter of intent or letter of
Yeah,
intention.
letter of
Yes.
intention. And then they cut and
letter of
they cut
or letter
No,
of
thank
they
you.
cut and paste because they're scared of circumvent. And then they ask me to sign an NC in the that a bullshit. Excuse my language. That
Okay,
NC
thank
in
you.
the is all for brokers. That is the reason why
Yes.
I
Okay.
introduced this live video conference so that I could educate you and you can ask question. You got my point?
Yes.
Any question?
Oh, it is fine. And you are
No,
very
thank you.
straight and
Then
you are very
I'm
honest and
going to
everything
rate
in
you.
your
I'll
conversation
give you
is
B
clear.
plus, not A.
But this is not the gold is not belong to you
B plus.
personally, because if it is belong to you personally,
Not A.
I
So
think
at least you
not
learn,
think I'm
isn't
sure
it?
you are will accept
So,
my
so
idea.
what,
But
how you
this is
gonna
belong to
evaluate
other people,
Wilhelmina?
and you
Because
should
Wilhelmina is
follow
very
your
straight and
people,
very
the
frank.
seller. What is he
How
like?
you
What is
define
he
our
supposed to
conversation today?
so that there is a and
Summarize
also
it.
me,
No, it is fine.
I am the
And
buyer
you are
myself.
very straight
I will
and you
agree
are
with
very
you because
honest
it
and
is my
everything
own
in
money.
your
I can
conversation is clear.
do
But
with my own money
this is
what
not
I want
the
to
gold
do.
is not
You
belong
know,
to you
so
personally,
that there
because
is
if it is
belong
belong
to
to
you
you
personally.
we'll see what will happen.
I think
and
not
thank
think.
you
I'm
for
sure
your
you are
time
will
and
accept
for
everything,
everything.
my idea. But this is belong to other people, and you should follow your people, the seller. What is he like? What is
That's
he
right.
supposed to so that there is a and also me, if I am the buyer myself, I will agree with you because it is my own money. I can do with my own money what I want to do.
That's right.
You know, so that the reason. So we will see what will happen. And thank you for your time and for everything.
Okay.
I'm
My last word is like this.
uh,
In sales,
yeah.
when a person, just a moment now, someone is calling me. When a person have a good skills on negotiation, everything can be done. What is the cause of civil war in Middle East, civil war in the Philippines, civil war in Africa? Because people cannot get along with. Cannot get
Yes.
along with, and then they kill each other, buying and selling exactly the same. You need to
In
be a
Iraq,
good
Iraq,
negotiator. You need to
Iraq,
educate your buyer because my seller
Iraq.
already
Yeah,
educate me.
my
This is his
original
term.
contract.
But
The
however,
time it is
I can
5
also ask my seller to bend a
PM
little bit,
45.
to bend,
5:45.
unless we see the buyer is real. Simple as that.
Yes.
What time is it now in your country? Are you in Iran or are you in Middle East?
In Iraq,
Iraq. So okay, now you
Iraq,
are in Iraq. What is
Iraq. Yeah,
okay? What
my original contract.
okay? What is
The time it is 5 PM 45.
okay?
5:45.
You live in Iraq. What is the cause of Saddam Hussein and the people fight each other because Saddam Hussein didn't
No,
understand.
thank you.
Then
Nice
he is
nice
not
to talk to
honest
you.
to his
And
people.
you are
We
generally
live in
from
Iraq.
Philippines or
What
any
happened
country
in
in
Iraq
Asia?
is always have a war because
Uh-huh.
people are
Because your
discontented.
shape is
Buying gold is
Asia.
exactly the same.
I
If
check.
you listen
I
to
said it's
my
Indonesia,
lips or
Thailand,
what's my lips,
or
it's
Philippines.
very easy to understand buying and selling exactly the same. There is no difference. Any questions?
Yes. No,
Yes.
thank you.
All right.
Nice to
Yes.
talk to you. And you are generally from Philippines or any
Yes,
country
I
in
was
Asia?
born in Philippines. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I
Exactly.
was.
Because your shape is Asia. I don't care to
ASEAN.
anything
I
like that.
check.
I
Yes.
dealing with all the
I
people.
said it's
Christian,
Indonesia,
Jewish,
Thailand,
No,
Muslim,
I
any
was
people,
born in the
because
Philippines, but
I'm not want
it's nice that
to
I have
marry
a
the person
distinction.
or
It doesn't matter if
the lady. I'm
I
just
was born
working,
there
and
in the
the
bloody
important thing
Philippines.
he
I'm
should be clear
Australian,
and
so
clean,
be it.
not more. Just that.
Yes.
So be it. People say,
Yes.
well, I mean, what nationality you come from? Why? It bothers
Exactly.
you what nationality I come from. I'm Australian.
Doesn't
Exactly.
matter for me. Yeah. I don't care to anything like that. I dealing with all the people, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, any people,
Exactly.
because I'm not want
Exactly.
to marry the person or
Okay.
the
No.
lady. I'm just working, and the important thing he should be clear and clean.
Exactly.
Not
The most
more.
Thank you so
important,
much.
Just that.
Thank you.
you have the money, the seller have the gold. It doesn't matter
Okay.
what religion you came from,
Thank you so
what
much.
nationality you came from.
Doesn't
Doesn't matter.
matter for me. Yeah.
Show me the money. My
Okay.
seller says, well, Amina, show me the money. And we have the gold.
Exactly. Exactly.
Have a nice.
Okay.
All
Have a
right.
nice